morning. Here we are on Hood's Hill, and as you can see, windy. Our wind generator is cranking away. Wind has changed overnight. We're getting more of the normal easterly wind coming in. Still though a little bit chilly. So it's from the east-northeast. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we run our place on solar and wind power. Nothing really highly technical here. This is in very much easy layman's terms. So you're looking at a wind generator that we got from Northern Tool. I bought this about 10 years ago. It's stood up quite well. A lot of these are used on sailboats. So we mounted it on a pole that we already had here. You'll see that the base is a steel drum that we cut, filled with concrete, put a PVC pipe in the middle, and then we've got a rod basically where we mounted the generator on. And this is so that we can pull this out when we're gone. We do not leave this out all the time, but when we're gone traveling, we pull this out and store it inside. There's a little controller box that comes with it that tells you that it's generating electricity and does its little electronic thing. And then we've got a pair of wires, positive, negative, that run into the house. So these come basically into the house, which I'll take you to in a minute. They go through the side. Now also, we have a solar array. We've got 4 panels out here. And these have been here since about 2008. So they are connected together and they run through this set of wires into the house. All we do is we make sure that they stay clean, so we wipe them down pretty much once a week, and just have to make sure that they're all connected underneath. Occasionally after high winds, something may pull off and you lose the circuit, so you just have to check them occasionally and make sure you're still getting a signal. So both of these tie in to the house. So let's go inside the dome and take a look at our battery bank. Now, we don't use a lot of electricity. We've learned over the years, we've upgraded and changed this system out several times, and frankly, we keep making it simpler and simpler. So we have figured out that the key to off-grid living is not to use a lot of energy, and by doing that, you don't have to make as much energy. And to do that, you don't have to spend as much. So originally we had a large bank of 12-volt batteries. We've now reduced it down based on consulting with a battery guy in Nassau. We reduced it down to 4 6-volt batteries that are wired up so that we're generating 12 volts out. So if you take a look or you save this, there's the wiring matrix. So coming in to this side, we've got positive. Over here, we have negative. And this wire is the feed from negative of the solar panels. This wire is the negative feed for the wind generator. Over here, the positive wire for solar, positive wire for wind. And then these are running out to the inverter, to a ground. We're using a Cobra inverter. This thing is held up, but note, when you're living off grid, it's good to have a spare. So we have the same thing. We've never used it, but we have a spare. If this ever blows out, we're not stuck. And basically, right now, it's drawing 110, and it's at 12.2. It's still a little early. This will go up typically to about 13 or 14 during the day. So when we power it on, we have some power strips over here. And right now we are running a fridge here, charging my Mac Airbook and charging my cell phone. And so we just switch out what we need to. We're running a mini fridge. Again, experience tells us that we don't need a lot. We run this during the day, and we have bottles, plastic bottles up in the top in the freezer section that ice up. And if we want ice for drinks or whatever, we do a couple of baggies. And then we shut this off before it gets dark. And then it becomes an ice box overnight. Everything stays nice and chilled. We have a little latch here that we built that we tighten down. This is similar to what you would use on a Yeti to make sure you have a tight clamp seal, because the magnets sometimes don't hold well. And then we turn it back on during the day and start the process over. At nighttime, we plug in lights, and that's pretty much what we need to power, other than auxiliary things like tools. So everything we run here, we run off of batteries, rechargeable batteries. All of our tools, our drills, our saws, fans, etc., all run off of rechargeable batteries. And then for our boats, we have torpedoes. The torpedo is, look it up, Torqeedo, Torqeedo. It's a German manufactured outboard that totally runs off of batteries, equivalent of about a 3.5 horsepower engine. And we've used that on our skiffs and on our sailboat. There are drop-in batteries here, so we just charge those up either off of the inverter up here or on a standalone solar panel that we have down by the beach. And that's how we pretty much run things here. I'll tell you a little bit more in another video about our supplemental power systems that are self-sufficient in another video. Hope that helps you out and explains how we're operating here at Hood's Hill. Drop me a question in the comments. I'll be happy to respond. And please like and subscribe. Have a great day.